all these features which are limitations in Power BI desktop. All these limitations are removed in Power BI service. Okay, so automatic refresh is possible in Power BI service. Okay, sharing of report is possible. Okay, power sharing of report is possible. Okay, dashboards can be created. Okay, can be created in Power BI service. Got the point, guys? Okay, Power BI service. Let's talk about Power BI mobile. Okay, in Power BI mobile. Okay, in Power BI mobile. So actually, the thing is, Power BI mobile is just uh, okay, is not, cannot be used for development of reports. Okay, only, okay, okay, so it is generally used for accessing the reports which are shared with you. Okay, got the point? Okay, so you can you can download Power BI mobile directly from the Play Store app, and you can, whatever reports are shared it to at your Power BI registered email ID, you can log into Power BI account and you can see those reports which are shared with you. Okay, got the point? Okay, next topic is Power BI Premium. We have already discussed about Power BI Premium, guys. Power BI Premium is used for large organizations, okay, is used for organizations, okay, In- instead of buying individual licenses for each employee. Okay, company can buy licenses in bulk by Power BI Premium. Okay, got the point? Okay, next one is Power BI Report Server. Okay, so this is on premises server. So we can build the reports in on-premises servers, and whenever we want to make get those reports to the cloud and share with anyone, we can do that. We can share those reports to the cloud. Okay, Power service. Okay, you got the point. This is on-premises servers. You don't need to deploy to call until you don't require it. Okay, okay. Power BI Premium we have discussed. Okay, okay. So we discussed all the things. Okay, Power BI embedded is left. So Power BI embedded is used for any customized site or your site. If you want to customize the Power BI reports, you want to embed it in your application or your site, you can do that as well by Power BI embedded. Okay, got the point, guys? Okay, now we have to discuss What is the difference between Power BI SSRS and Power BI? Okay, this is very important topic, guys. Every interviewer is going to ask you this question: what is the difference between Power BI, SSRS, and Power BI? Okay, both SSRS and Power BI are Microsoft product. Power SSRS is a part of MSBI. Okay, but there are very many differences between SSRS and Power BI. Both are reporting tools, but still, okay. So in SSRS, reports are read only. Okay, for example, reports are read only. That means you can read the reports, but they are not interactive, they are not dynamic. Okay, so they are not much in looks good. Okay, they are static reports. Okay, okay, static. Okay, static. Okay, they can be accessed only in network. Okay, okay, we cannot create dashboard in SSRS. Okay, we cannot do that in SSRS, but Power BI have removed these limitations. Okay, okay. So in Power BI, reports are interactive or dynamic. Okay, they are dynamic. Okay, they are not static. Okay, they can be accessed from anywhere. Okay, we can create dashboards in Power BI. Okay, for example, I can show you a demonstration of SSRS and Power BI so that you will get an exact difference between what is the difference between SSRS and Power BI. Okay, let me go to SSRS. Okay, let me create a report for SSRS. Okay, let me go to data tools. Okay, and I will click on new project. I have already created a project. Okay, I will click on this SSRS demo. Okay, so if I want to create a chart kind of report into SSRS, okay, so it is very difficult to do that. Okay, let me create a report. Try to report is into that, and it will not give you good features. Okay, so for example, I will create a new report. Click on next. Click on query builder. I am going to take the data of a table here. Okay, I will click on add table. I will take a table players, add, and I will take all the columns here. Okay, next tabular is okay. I will take all the fields in details next, and I will make it as demo report. Okay, click on finish. Okay, I will go to here. For example, I want to have a decent chart into this. Okay, so I will go to insert and I will take a chart here. For example, let me take exploded pie chart. Okay, click on OK. Okay, now I can enable the features what I want to show in the chart. For example, I want here the value should be total run made. Okay, and category should be according to the country. Okay, I will right click here. I want to see the data labels here. Let me go to preview. Okay, and you can have a look at the report how it looks like. Okay, Okay, so this is the report and this is the chart. Okay, so you can see you have got a detailed information about how much run made from Australia, India, Singapore and US, but you cannot click here. These are not dynamic. Okay, okay, if you want to click here, and this chart should get filtered when you click here for Australia, and this chart get filtered according to Singapore when you click here. So these are not dynamic, these are not interactive. Okay, these are not interacting to each other. Okay, so these are static reports. Okay, this this is a limitation in SSRS. Okay, but when you come to Power BI, these limitations are removed. Okay, now we are going to see a brief introduction of Power BI. Okay, brief introduction of Power BI. So how we are going to see, how we are going to work in Power BI, how we are going to start it. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I will close this notepad and I will start Power BI desktop. Okay, okay, so this is how Power BI looks like, guys. Okay, let us start. Okay, you will get a window here. Okay, as a pop-up, and you have to sign in here. Okay, so click on sign in, or if you are not signed in Power BI, you are the first user, you are new to Power BI, then click on this need a Power BI account. Okay, click on this. It will redirect you to the page of Power BI. Okay, where you can start registering yourself. You can sign up yourself. Okay, but the thing is, you cannot enter any Gmail, Yahoo or personal email ID here. You need to give any of the official ID. Okay, Power BI do not accept any personal email ID. Okay, you need to give official email ID here. Okay, official or Outlook email ID here. Okay, so this is this is a restriction in Power BI. You cannot use personal email IDs. Okay, like Gmail, Yahoo, Rediff, you cannot use those. You need to have work email ID. Okay, work email address. Okay, let me close this page. Okay, you can sign up and you can follow all the instructions there. Okay, oh, after getting into here, let me talk about, I have already told you there are three things in Power BI. There are three components of Power BI desktop: Power View, Power Pivot, Power Power Pivot, and Power Query. Okay, Power View, Power Pivot, okay, and Power Query. So what are these, to whom we call its Power Pivot, Power View, Power Pivot and Power Query? We are going to see this in detail. Okay, so guys, this is a report pan. Okay, where you create the visualizations. Okay, all the visualizations, all the reports, there are pages, you can create multiple pages. Okay, so page is a collection of visualizations and report is a collection of pages. Okay, got it? Okay, so page, I repeat, page is a collection of visualizations. There can be multiple visualizations in one page, and multiple a report can have multiple pages in it. Okay, getting the point? Okay, so this is a report pen where you can create the visualization and do anything you want. Okay, so this is the visualization tab. Okay, this is the visualization tab. Okay, you here you can choose any visual from here, or if you want any custom visualizations, you can get it from the marketplace. We are going to discuss these things in detail. But if you take a visualization and drag it here, and you want to play with the properties, or you want to increase the font size, or you want to play with the properties of the visualization according to the need, so you can choose these two options, okay, which sets the property of Power BI report. Okay, these are fields. Whatever source you get imported in the Power BI, that gets added here. Okay, okay, that get added here. Okay, now let me take click on, this is the collection of Power View report pan. Okay, this is the report pan. Report tab, visualizations tab, and fields tab is known as Power View. Okay, what we call it as, we call it as Power View. Okay, so guys, I'm like, I think you are clear with this Power View. Okay, let me go forward and talk about Power Pivot. Okay, Power Pivot. Okay, for Power Pivot, when let me click on Get Data. Okay, and let me click on Excel. Okay, so guys, when you click on Get Data, okay, click on More, you can connect to multiple sources. Okay, in Power BI, Power BI supports a large range of sources. For example, when you come to file system, you can connect to Excel, text files, CSV files, XML, JSON file, PDF, okay, SharePoint, anything you can connect it to. Okay, when you come to databases, it supports most of the databases present in the market. For example, SQL Server. Okay, for example, SQL Server, Access, SSAS, Oracle, IBM, okay, Netezza, MySQL, Postgres, Sybase, Teradata, SAP HANA, okay, Impala. Okay, you can use all these databases here. These are more Snowflakes, EasyBase. Okay, there are many database you can see here which can be get connected to Power BI. Okay, here Power BI data sets, data flow. Okay, Azure, which is an cloud based database. Okay, you can use all these things in Azure. Online services, you can connect to website, you can strip the data from the website, and you can do many things here. Okay, these are those. Okay, okay, so I will click on file, and I want to take a Excel file for now. Click on connect. Okay, it will pop up a window, and you can go and select the file. So let me take a very simple data set. Okay, very simple file, just to clear your doubts. Okay, so I'll open this file, and you can see there are five fields: name, department, salary, location, and URL. Okay, let me take this file as an input. Okay, double click on this. Okay, I will click on, there are three sheets. Click on sheet 1. So guys, here you need to understand, when I load the Excel, it gave me each and every sheet present in the Excel file. Okay, so I selected sheet 1. It showed me the data what it contained in Excel 1. So there is two refresh buttons. Okay, you can see refresh here as well as refresh here. Okay, when you will click on refresh here, it will refresh the all the Excel file. Okay, if I have added some more sheets into it, it will refresh. When you will click on this, it will refresh this, and it will add one more sheet here. When I will click on this refresh, it will refresh the data of that particular sheet which I have selected. For example, if I have selected two more records here, added two more records, so after the refresh button, it will get here. Okay, got the point? Difference between this sheet and this refresh and this refresh. Okay, now let me click on load. Okay, so guys, as you can see on the right hand side field tab, all the sheet got loaded, and all the columns got added here. Okay, so we call it as dimension and facts. Okay, dimension fields and fact fields. So let me tell you a brief description, like brief explanation about dimension and facts. Okay, whatever fields which contains calculated data, okay, calculated fields, calculated data is known as dimensions or measures. Okay, measures which can be measured, which can be calculated. Okay, rest of the fields which contains only non-numeric data, all the information related to this are known as dimension fields. Okay, so a visualization is a combination of fact and dimension, a combination of a measure and dimension. Okay, okay, so let me try to click on a visualization. Okay, so let me, we have seen power view. Okay, let me go to the data tab. So you can see all the data contained in a particular data set which you have opened it here in the sheet, and this is the data. Okay, this shows the data. Okay, but if you want to manage the relationship between multiple tables, you can click on the, you can click on the relationship tab. Okay, here if you have taken two more, three more tables, and you want to build relationship between them according to the similar columns, you can build relationship here. Okay, in the relationship tab. So guys, so collection of relationship tab. Okay, data tab. Okay, and get data tab is known as power pivot. Okay, what we call it as, we call it as power pivot. Okay, now what is power query? Last one is power query. When we click on edit queries, okay, a new dialog box will open, okay, with all the functionalities related to power query. Power query is also known as power view. Okay, here what is the advantage, what are the working of power view, what is the functionality? You can append each and any of the record, or you can delete the record, you can manipulate the record, you can apply any of the transformation you want. Okay, you want to merge two files, you want to append the data into one file from the another file, you can do all the transformations and manipulation of the data into power query. Okay, what all changes you will do here, it will get captured here. Okay, when you click on close and apply, it will get saved in the data set. Okay, like in the sheet 1 or